Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in his cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah, everybody listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join? Yeah. Better give me some eggs. Join me. Come with me, help me say. I'm not afraid to go home. You gotta. Turn it on. Yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show, yeah, man. Got one. Hey, I think of my life in terms of blessings. I take mostly a positive approach and a positive spin to my life. I hardly ever dwell on, I can't say that I don't think about the what's wrong in it because I have to address problems as they arise, but I try not to let them consume me. I let the consumption part be about the blessings, the positive things that has occurred in my life, the good things that God has done for me, the power that he's displayed in my life, the protection he's given me over the years, to being tucked under his wings. I focus on the things that he promises me. I think of all the goodness that I perceive to come my way. I think that has a lot to do with me learning more and more about the law of attraction in terms of, what you think and what you put out in the space, and what you pray about is what you receive, And so I've become better and better at that. It's not to say that I'm not human and I don't have moments where I think a little bit too long about what's going wrong and what enemy is about to attack and what they're going to do and say and all of this here. So that's not to say that I'm not concerned about it, but I try to dwell mostly on the positive. And one of the things that I learned, you can have an incredible life. All of us, we can have incredible lives if we just let God drive. See, the problem that I had years ago was I was the driver of my life, and I was taking myself in the directions that I thought would be best for me. And I aimed at things that I thought I could accomplish. And I set goals that I saw myself being able to attain. I was driving. When I gave up and I let God drive, I then opened up my mind and my spirit to what God had for me, for what God could see for me, for what God could do in my life, for what God wanted for me. Now, he wanted for me and he wanted of me. See, that's the connection that you got to try to make. Well, not try. That's the connection that you got to make to really get it. Now, listen to me. What I don't want you to do is do like me. Don't be afraid of the what for. of the what he wants you to do part. See, because that ain't going to be nearly as demanding and as offsetting as you think it's going to be. See, I thought that if I did God's will, that if I let God tell me what to do, that it would cause me to not to be able to do some things I wanted to do. Well, which is true, but the stuff I wanted to do was all detrimental to my well-being and my future and my growth and development as a man. I was stopping my own growth as a man because, see, I was doing what I thought I should do as a man. But when you give it over to God, see, God has a much better plan for you than you can ever have for yourself. And God knows a better way, far better than the one you know. I want you to believe that, man. You got to understand that part of it. And that's the part that I finally got through my head, to let God do it his way and to show me a better way, and to teach me a better way, and expose to me a better way. And when I opened up my mind to what God was talking about, I began to see things totally differently, and things started coming to me totally differently. If you've been a friend of mine or a fan of mine over the years, I mean, you've had to see it, the change. You've had to see the difference. I mean, and I acknowledge that every chance I get, because I promised God I would, and I hope that I'm not falling short in that category. But then again, if I told it all day long what he done for me, I still wouldn't have enough time to really explain thoroughly what he's done for me, because it's such a continuous growth in me. But now, that's not to say that I'm finished or I'm done or I'm complete, because I'm still short. You can't be him. You can strive for perfection. I hear people saying it all the time. I applaud you for saying you want to be perfect, but you ain't, and you can't. And so you quit saying it. You quit saying it to me. Quit saying it to other people. I'm seeking a life of perfection, but it's something that you cannot have because he said you can't do it. But that's what he there for. He there for the moments when you stumble and you fall, and you gonna stumble and fall. So you got to get that part right, man. The stumbling, falling part is coming. But see, you get God in your life and it helps you so that you don't stumble, fall, wallow, roll over, lay there, languish. That's what God is for. So when you stumble and fall, you get back up, because you're going to make mistakes. You're going to get it wrong. You're going to come under attack. You're going to be lied about. You are going to be falsely accused. That's going to happen to you the moment you make a decision to do better. The moment you try to be more. The devil got to send his attackers, man, and he controls certain people. He just got people that's on his side 24/7. You know them too. You've all met one or two of them in your life. They just busy with the business of nothingness. They just busy about the destruction of others. You say, I know them. You know them. They coming. But here's what you got to hold fast to. They can't take away nothing from you that God gave you. They didn't make you. See, people who claim to have made you, if they so in the make you business, why don't they make theyself? Or if they ain't with you no more and they so busy in them I made you business, why don't they make somebody else? Since you want to get credit for making somebody, make yourself. If you're responsible for someone else's success, then you should easily be able to take claim and be responsible for your own success. See, be careful of that. And don't change your course because somebody's attacking you with that. I just hope, man, that I'm giving it to God the way I said I would give it to him. That I would unload every chance I got that I was supposed to, without being, oh, here he come again. I try not to be that. But, man, I don't know what else to be for the first 12 minutes of my show. What else you want me to say? I got 4 hours. I can't give God 12 minutes, man. I mean, for real, Steve? Come on, man. I mean, let's look at this right here. If you giving honor to God just 12 minutes out the day, dog, he gave you 24 hours of luxury and life and breath and hope and promise. You ain't got 12 minutes to give him out the day? That don't make no sense. What an exchange. What a wonderful life God has given me in exchange for so small of effort that I put forth. Don't let the effort you got to put forth to God seem so daunting that you don't attempt to do it. Cause man, it seems like a lot. It ain't nothing compared to what he be giving us, for real. So if you want a real life, you want a real shot at what you can be, what you can have, what you can own, what you can become, who you really are, Go to God, let him fix you, man. That's all.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a new day, a new dawning, a new opportunity, another chance, another blessing, another moment of grace. Please don't overlook it, man. If you woke up this morning, if you were able to get off your job and you driving home this morning, man, be grateful, y'all. Show gratitude. That's one of the most overlooked principles of success there is. The more you are grateful for, the more God will give you to be grateful for. It's a very simple concept. Always wake up with thanks and praise on your lips because you don't have to do it. He didn't have to do it. You ain't got to be here, but you are. Once you start that, heaven's angels start singing, and then every word after that is all open ears. So let's give thanks and honor to the Almighty God, the Creator, and then, after that, you can put in some requests. Bless me, Heavenly Father. Bless me indeed. Yeah. Steve Harvey Morning Show. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica Jr., and the legend of nephew Tommy Jr. You kind of smiling this morning. That's throwing me off.
No, Unc, I'm out, man. I mean, I know, Unc. I had a rough week last week, but I'm out.
Oh, you out the hospital? Oh,
yeah, I'm out the hospital. I'm back.
It's gonna be a little bit TMI. You ain't got to do that on this show.
No, I'm just saying, Unc. But at the same time, I come out. I'm unattractive. As usual. You see the same, but I'm smiling though. I'm unattractive.
And that, Junior, that does make you look better.
Yeah, we got to smile all the time.
Now, Tommy's shaking his head because he in denial, but that's why we have rehab.
I'm not in denial. I'm just
you know what, I bet you I can hypnotize Tommy right now. I can hypnotize him, make him understand that, I can make Tommy forget.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Tommy, listen to me. Look at me, Tommy. Look at me.
What?
On the count of 3, when I snap my fingers, you will forget that you're unattractive. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be sexy every time you snap your fingers.
Okay, yeah. It working right now. Look at that.
It's working.
You snap your fingers, I'm gonna be sexy. So
Didn't you forget you was unattractive? You actually believe you attractive, right? Okay. You actually believe it. Do you believe you're attractive?
This what we doing?
I'm just, this is his segment.
I'm just saying.
But what is he doing with it with me? What?
I don't know.
You believe you're attractive?
It's Junior. What's on your mind?
Do you believe you're attractive, Tommy? Do you believe it?
I'm not gonna do this with your ugly ass today, Junior. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay. But we looking at you. We know you're unattractive, Tommy. We know that.
Fresh out the hospital.
We got a lot of things in common, Tommy. We both sick. And we both unattractive, Tommy. We know.
Here we go.
See?
No, I'm not gonna be sick with you either, Joe. I'm not gonna do that.
Sick and ugly. God.
No, you
that's
take
us.
your own. No, take your own handicaps and own your own. I'm not gonna do this.
I got mine, but you letting one go. You letting the unattractive part go. You is as well ugly and sick as I am. We are together. We are one. In the words of Frankie, we are one.
Yeah.
Well, if
no matter what you say, we are one.
Clearly, you back though, Junior. Clearly.
Clearly. I'm
if it'll help y'all out, let me just join in. I'm unattractive and healthy. Throw that
out. I can't.
Coming up in 32 minutes.
I can't do this with you, dog. I really can't. I can't.
32 minutes after the hour.
Just got you praying for this boy. I mean, just
run that prank back with the nephew as they argue about cute and
then
ugly.
He come out after prayer. This is what I got.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. Nephew, what you got?
Can I borrow your freezer? Can I borrow your freezer?
Equipment, this is Trina. How can I help you?
I'm trying to reach Dale. Dale's the manager, right?
Yes, Dale is the manager. How can I help you?
Okay. Is Dale available? Is he there?
He's actually with a customer. Is there something that I can help you with or pass along a message?
Okay, so y'all Allied Equipment, what exactly do y'all have there? I'm going to make sure I'm calling the right place.
Oh, yes, of course. It's a restaurant supply company. So we have, everything from freezers, refrigerators to your basic restaurant supplies.
Okay. Well, y'all do have freezers because that's what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is I've run out of freezer space and I'm trying to see if possibly, my back is up against the wall right now. I'm trying to see if I can possibly put something in one of you all's freezers for a couple of days until I get freed up on this end. So that's why I wanted to see if you guys would allow me to do something like that. Is that possible?
Sir, sorry, I'm a little confused. You don't want to buy a freezer. You just want to put something in one of our freezers?
I just want to put something in there for a couple of days because I have a freezer, but mine is completely full. And I'm trying to see if I can put something in you all's freezer until, for a couple of days, and then I'll come back and get it.
I'm so sorry. We don't do that. If you wanted to come by and purchase a freezer, I'm happy to help you, but we don't allow outside vendors to put things in our freezers. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I was told if Dale would hear what was going on, he might be able to help me though.
Okay. You said your name was Kevin?
Kevin.
Okay, Kevin. If you just hold a moment, I will see if Dale can take your call.
That's what the hell I asked in the first place, is to speak to Dale.
Okay, then. Hold on a moment, please.
Hey, this is Dale. How can I help you?
Hey, Dale, how you doing? This is Kevin, and
hey.
I've been on the phone with the salesperson. But let me tell you what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to use you have a lot of walk-in freezers that you all sell, right?
Right, we do, yep.
Okay. So what I got is my freezer is completely full, man, and my back is against the wall. You came highly recommended to give you a call. Is it possible for me to I need to keep something frozen for a few days. It's only going to be like 2 days. My freezer will be half empty in a couple of days. I just need somebody to just kind of help me out here. Is it possible for me to bring something over there to keep it frozen for a couple of days?
What we got is a showroom, with different displays so you could see what different kind of refrigerators look in your restaurant. But I mean, if you want to come and take a look at one, I could have you in if you're interested in buying one. But they're just there for show,
Right. No, I have a cooler. I have a freezer already, but like I say, mine is just full. In a couple of days, it won't be, and I really got to get this stuff on frozen, man. I'm gonna be in trouble. Like I say, I'm my back against the wall over here, man, and I can't remember who recommended you, but you came highly recommended that you might be able to show me a little love on this.
Look, I guess it comes down. It depends on what do you need. How much do you have that you need frozen? I mean, I don't even know what you got.
Well, I got 3 bodies that I need to get to keep frozen, man. We run a mortuary over here. This is Bozeman Mortuary. Yeah, we got 3
people bodies.
Yeah, we got 3 bodies and like I say, my freezer's full, man. But in a couple of days, these bodies, the funerals would have happened, so we'll be freed up. But right now I got 3 bodies coming in today that I got to get in the freezer.
What are you crazy? Are you out of your damn mind?
No, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious, bro. So, like I said, you came highly recommended, and I'm just trying to get somebody to show me a little love. Man, you got those freezers. You don't have nothing in them. I just need it for a couple of days.
You got to be out of your mind. We're not talking about ice. This isn't chicken wings or a pork shoulder. These are people. You are out of your mind, man.
But listen to me, Dale. Listen to what you understand how serious this is. I have to keep them frozen. That's the reason why I'm calling you. I'm needing your help, man.
Yeah, I understand that. Look, if you want to, I'll have you come in. You buy your own freezer. You can put your own bodies in your own freezer. How am I supposed to show off my showroom with frozen bodies in the freezer?
But just don't show that one for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Don't show it. Or we'll just you know what? Here's what we could do. We could put the bodies in there, just cover them up, and people won't know what it is.
Yeah, and then I get a buyer that comes in and the cover falls off it, and I got a frozen dead body in my freezer. Is that even legal?
I don't know, man. All I'm saying is, here's the deal, man. You came highly recommended. They told me that you would probably show me some love. I'm actually, getting ready to load up and come your way.
Dude, you keep those dead bodies away from my store. I'm telling you right now. I can't hook you up on this one, all right? I just can't do it.
Okay, but we finna load up and come that way, though, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what am I supposed to do?
You know what? You want to come talk to me. You want to buy a freezer for yourself, and you want to freeze your dead bodies on your own. I don't care. I'll sell you a freezer. I got no problem with selling you a freezer, but you're not bringing the bodies here. It's just not happening.
So if Alonzo calls you and green lights it, is it okay then?
I highly doubt Alonzo's going to call me and tell me to put 3 dead bodies on our showroom floor freezers. I highly doubt that.
Okay. But guess what Alonzo told me?
What did Alonzo tell you?
Alonzo told me to give you a call. He told me to give you a prank phone call. This is now from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Come on, are you serious?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Get
sir.
out
Yes,
of
sir.
here. That's incredible. Oh, I'm having my chest hurts. Oh, jeez, that guy.
Oh, you just got pranked by your GM, baby. That's what's happening right here. You got to tell me this right here, Dale. What is the baddest, and I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, my friend.
All right, nephew, thank you. Coming up next, we'll hear from the CLO.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Beyonce has a new commercial for Levi's, and she strips down to her underwear. Naomi Campbell said there is no beef between her and Rihanna. And sad news from the sports world, very sad news. NBA sports legend and basketball Hall of Famer Dikembe Mutombo and Major League Baseball legend Pete Rose, they've both passed away. We'll talk about all of these stories, sadly, at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO. This is from Isaiah in Minneapolis. Isaiah says, my child's mother is driving for Lyft, and that concerns me because it is not safe. I asked my wife if it's okay for me to call, and she said she needs the extra money. No, I asked my wife if it's okay for me to call and see if she needs extra money. My wife said I better not call her, but it's my child's mom. Should I check on her or not? Wow.
Oh, you finna get lifted. Well, that's what's finna happen. Yeah.
See, bro. Now, between me and you should check on her.
Yeah.
You should check on her. You just can't let your wife know. And then your wife gonna go, because your wife, they not gonna want to send no extra money to no ex. They not cut like that, man. They not made like that at all. Most women are not made that way. And that's just truthfully speaking. Y'all can look at the camera crazy if you want to. I just said a fact.
You did.
I'm not looking at the camera crazy.
I'm really talking about Shirley.
I'm listening to you.
No, I'm listening.
No, I'm just saying, do you agree with me?
Well, I know that there are some women absolutely that would not, but there is a rare breed that want to make sure that the child is taken care of. There is a rare breed of that.
And the mother is safe of the child because especially if the husband, if the guy that wrote the letter, if he has children with this woman, there should be a sympathetic bone in her body because she's a mother too.
Mother to mother, if that's the case. But you know, we don't know all that.
Yeah. It is probably.
The baby ain't in the lift. He ain't there. The baby ain't no car seat in the back when these people riding. That baby ain't in there.
You don't want to endanger the baby mama because without the mama.
Yeah, exactly. You know, yeah.
All right,
there are women that care.
Thank you, CLO. You answered.
He leaned in real close to the camera. Here come another one. Harold.
Yeah, his whole face is
good job, CLO.
I saw that. He leaned in, but the baby can't drive.
Renee and Edison. Renee in Edison says, my husband ignored my calls for 5 hours a few nights ago. He said he left his phone at work and didn't want to drive back. I found it underneath the driver's seat in his car. He acted surprised. Did he purposely leave it in there to support his lie?
No, that's outstanding. The reason it's under the seat because he thought he left it at work. You can lose that phone in that car seat. Excellent. Excellent. Now, did he put it under there to cover his lie? Probably not. Probably not. The phone was honestly lost. His alibi was, I left it at work and didn't want to go back. You found it under the car seat. To his surprise, there it is. He assumed he had left it in work. He didn't know he lost it under that car seat. Man, bravo. Yes.
How did he react when he found it?
Huh? What?
There it is.
Oh, Lord. My phone. How did you do it?
Come on, Pop. Throw one of those in there. You may as well.
Those are. Ooh.
It was where?
Under my seat? Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. I thought I was going to have to buy another phone. 5 hours, dog.
Yeah.
Keyword acted. She said he acted surprised.
Surprised. That's what
Ain't nobody going that long without their phone, man.
All right, moving on to Peyton in the Bay Area.
No.
Peyton says, some random guy reached out to me on social media and asked me out on a date. I agreed to meet him for ice cream because he was cute. 3 dates later, he said that he's a millionaire. Do millionaires look for dates on TikTok? That's her question.
Nope, they ain't got to.
Right.
They ain't on TikTok.
Bruh. 3 days later, he told you he a millionaire. Do millionaire? No.
3 dates. Yeah, they had already gone on 3
For
dates.
what?
He broke
They
it to her
ain't
on
his
the third
problem.
date. But do
He
millionaires
has
say,
options.
I'm a millionaire? Do they say,
No.
hey, I'm a millionaire? Yes,
I'm
they
a
don't
millionaire.
say that.
You ain't got.
They don't
lady,
say that either.
You ain't got to say nothing.
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay.
Just be rich. You ain't
Listen,
Yeah.
man, you ain't got to
She'll
open
figure
your
it
mouth.
out.
Just here's some clues.
right.
She will
Look at
figure
his
it out.
shoes.
Mhm.
Don't worry about what he pulled up in. That can be on the repo list. He could be. Don't worry about
Right.
that. Look at his
Okay.
hands.
His shoes. What are you looking for in his hands? That they are
Just, nails clipped.
nicely manicured.
All under the nails is a good sign that he ain't a millionaire.
Mm-hmm. He looks more like a
Look at his watch.
That's a good one.
Look at his phone. See what model it is.
Where does he work?
So it's 16s are out now. So if he has a what, he's not a millionaire.
If he got an 8, don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
He's not a millionaire.
Well, let me ask you a question. We always see on the internet, like you see like billionaires. They don't spend a lot of money on like cars, like Bill Gates. They talked about certain kind of car, Jeff Bezos at first, or Warren Buffett. They don't really spend their money on stuff like that.
They're millionaires.
Right.
What they ride then?
That's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah, they have a driver. They may not care about cars.
Oh,
like that. But when you first,
Okay.
if you come from nothing, if you come from nothing,
Right.
it's gonna be a couple flex moves. And how you travel, how you travel is the first giveaway. Well, not the first, but how you travel tells it all.
Like what? Private or commercial?
Private, first class, stuff like that. You got to look at how they travel, where they stay.
Okay.
If their hotel room look like your hotel room, there's a strong possibility he ain't
And not a millionaire.
There are signs. All right.
Yeah, if he in a hotel and there's some better hotels in town, but he in this one over here, that's a sign. It's a level of service that you expect over a period of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've grown accustomed
That you've
to.
seen happen. Plus, you're gonna run up into somebody. I tell you, the most interesting thing, man, is when you meet somebody that's got way more money than you, and you're able to sit with them and learn.
Yeah,
Instead
you
of going
expose
here.
us.
You expose us to a
Yeah.
lot, Steve.
Just like every time we come to
You
your
know.
house. When I come over here, I'll be at Disney World.
All right, thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Beyonce has recreated a classic denim commercial from the 80s as part of her new collaboration with Levi's. Beyonce walks into a laundromat with a bucket full of diamonds and rocking a pair of Levi's premium 501 women's jeans. Once she finds an open washing machine, She proceeds to take off her clothes, stripping down to a pair of white boy shorts and a white tee as she takes a seat in a chair by the wall as she waits for her laundry to finish. All right, Beyonce. All right. Gotta love that, right?
I'll be in there with 2 loads of clothes.
Washing your clothes at the laundromat.
And let me tell you something, dog. I ain't been in a laundromat.
And just think our kids don't even know what that is.
No, they don't know where it is.
Some kids don't know. I think it depends on where you live, too.
Yeah.
Well, mine don't.
All right, moving on. In
I
other
don't wash a
entertainment.
T-shirt in a lake before.
Lake Erie, growing up in Cleveland.
Hell no. When I was home, shit.
Because you wouldn't have gotten back the shirt.
It would have disintegrated in your hand.
Right.
Man, I'd have put that T-shirt in Lake Erie and came home. My mom would have beat. Boy. You don't know what's in that water.
Right.
All right, moving on. According to The Source, social media buzzed with speculation that supermodel Naomi Campbell and celebrity stylist Law Roach were shading Rihanna after Rihanna appeared to walk past them without acknowledgement while sitting front row at a fashion show in New York. However, in an interview with the New York Times, Naomi dismissed the idea of a beef, saying, quote, "I'm not about to let the world pitch 2 black women against each other. We are 2 women with 2 children, mothers," end quote.
Oh, is that your Naomi accent, Shirley?
It was an accent.
I didn't know who that was.
Never let through my life.
Yeah.
I thought that's how they really
I'm
sound.
not going to attribute it to Naomi necessarily, no.
I will not allow 2 black women to be pitted.
It was interesting,
she has
Shirley,
an
'cause
accent.
your accent was so crazy. I didn't even hear the story. I don't know what Naomi said.
You don't know who talking?
I was just trying to figure out who the hell, where this come from?
My point is, she
No,
has
you
an
ain't make
accent.
no point. Shirley, we were
That
so
was
How do you
my
think
point,
you
though.
did? How you
That
think
was
you
my
did?
intention.
Read the line again, Shirley. Do it again.
Come on, from the top.
Accent or no accent?
Accent.
Accent, definitely.
And action. I am not about to let the world pitch 2 black women against each other. We are 2 women with 2 children, mothers.
You sound like Maya
Insane.
Angelou.
I know
I'm
I
a
had a
phenomenal woman. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good job, Naomi.
That was the worst, but very good, though.
Thank you. The point is, they are not beefing. No matter what you guys try to make it, they're not beefing.
Good, good. Thank you,
leave them
Naomi.
alone. Yeah,
That's
leave
good.
them alone.
Yeah.
Leave us alone.
No, because a person walk past you don't mean they shade you. Sometimes
Right.
you don't see.
You might not see them. I saw when Rihanna.
saw the video.
I saw it.
I
Yeah,
too.
She didn't shade them.
I saw a lady,
Naomi got
a lady stopped me one time. You walk right past me without speaking. Let's start with I don't know you.
Well, Rihanna knows Naomi Campbell,
Yeah.
but
No, but I'm just saying, let's just start with I don't know you.
Yeah.
And
But Naomi-
I don't randomly just speak to everybody. I don't.
Yeah, and Naomi was sitting down. Rihanna was walking. She was
Walking. Yeah, I
walking
saw
and
the
looking
video.
straight ahead. So, yeah.
She not gonna trip
Said
on
walk
this. She
past me one time
who?
and didn't say
said.
nothing. Said.
What happened?
And what? Yeah, what'd you do?
Well, I called him the N word out loud. He turned around and fell out.
Oh, okay.
Everything was back to normal.
Yeah, right on back normal. But I know good and hell well your black ass ain't finna walk past me. I don't give a damn what we-
Kings, the Kings.
Dog, we know how we is.
Yeah. All right. Finally, this is a very sad story in entertainment news. NBA giant and Hall of Famer Dikembe Mutombo has passed away at the age of 58. He had brain cancer. The 7'2" native of Congo played 18 seasons in the NBA. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said in a statement, Dikembe Mutombo was simply larger than life. He loved what the game of basketball could do to make positive impacts on impact on communities, especially in his native Democratic Republic of the Congo and across the continent of Africa. Our deepest condolences going to the Mutombo family. Steve, did you come to your golf
just a
tournament?
great dude, man. Just a great dude. When I tell you, man, just a great human being.
Wow.
Yeah.
No bad words for nobody.
Just a pleasant
always
spirit.
upbeat. Even when he was sick, always upbeat. I have a lot of his coffee. A lot of his coffee. I got 3 fresh bags at the golf tournament this past year. He's just got a great coffee. It has an orange. It's really good coffee, man. And he had a great team. Just a great dude, man. Just one of the great human beings, man.
Wow. Yeah. And then more sad news. Our deepest condolences going out to the family of Pete Rose. Baseball great Pete Rose passed away at his home in Las Vegas. Rose was 83 years old, and his family is asking for privacy at this time.
Yeah. Well, the sad part about that is this man passed without being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And that's a tragedy because he betted on baseball games. But it's such a hypocritical country. He ain't in the Hall of Fame. Barry Bonds ain't in the Hall of Fame. But y'all can put Donald Trump in the White House.
Wow.
Ooh. That
says something right there. Yeah.
Profound. Drop the mic.
All right. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, the vice presidential debate is tonight in New York. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, our neighbors in the Southeast desperately need your help. Please donate to the American Red Cross, which offers food, shelter, supplies, and emotional support to victims of Hurricane Helene. You can go to redcross.org. Redcross.org. Yesterday, Vice President Harris thanked FEMA for quickly moving resources to those areas impacted, and she went on to say, "We will help rebuild however long it takes." So there you go, from Vice President Harris.
Good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. People are still being
That was a major storm, man.
Yeah, it was.
That was big.
It really was. Yeah. It really, really was. Now we're going to switch gears here and talk about this debate tonight. The first, last, and only debate is tonight between VP candidates, Democratic Governor Tim Walz and Republican Senator J.D. Vance. They're going to face off. This will be the only debate. Like I said, it's tonight at 9 Eastern. At the CBS studios in New York. CBS said it reserves the right to turn off candidate microphones, but microphones will not be muted while the other candidate is speaking. A coin toss was held, which Republican VP candidate J.D. Vance won, allowing him to have the second closing statement. Okay? So there you go. That's tonight. I don't think the anticipation is like it was for Harris and Trump last month.
No, I really don't want to hear
the
anything.
Same, no matter what.
Earlier this month.
I don't really care what J.D. Vance say.
Has to say about anything.
That woman hater.
Yes. Man, hating on women's reproductive rights and all that. I don't want to hear nothing out of his mouth. Yeah. No.
I do want Waltz to mop the floor with him, though. I do want that. I'm looking for that.
I like Waltz.
Yeah.
Me too. I like his energy. I love his
Coach Waltz.
Just mind your damn business.
Yeah, I love it. He seems like he talks from the heart.
Yeah,
like a lot. Genuine guy. Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah, we at this time too, we want to remind everyone to please go vote, go register. You can go to vote.gov. That's vote.gov to register to vote. You still have time because the election is in 30 something days now. 30 something days, 35 days. Okay.
Wow. Does the vice presidential debate matter?
No.
Well, I mean, it's not going to change anything, is it? Well, it's not going to really.
I don't care if he just fall flat. I don't care. I'm voting for Kamala. I don't care what happens on this.
What you think, Steve?
Well, I mean, it's the vice presidency. Nobody's nobody's voting for president because of the vice president.
Right.
If they cared about choice, first of all, if you really cared about choice of candidate, Trump wouldn't be running for president.
And JD wouldn't be vice president.
And JD show wouldn't be the vice president. Because you listen to everything he says, he's damn near an idiot.
No. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we're going to check your voicemail, Steve, at 877-29-STEVE, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to check Steve's voicemail at 877-29-STEVE. You can call and leave a message, and guess what? You just might hear your call on the air. So here we go, Steve. This is a male caller who left a message for you.
Oh, what up, Steve? Hey, man, I just want to be brief about it, okay? What I'm going to say is, man, first of all, I appreciate everything you do as far as, like, you know what I'm saying, you inspire me, and, you know what I'm saying, every time, you know, when I think about success and I think about prosperity, I think about, you know, what Steve, what kind of situation Steve, and I appreciate that, man, because in the morning you start me up, you lift me off, you let me know, you know, how God feel about me and how I should feel about, you know, my situation, whatever I'm facing adversity type, you know, and even in 10 o'clock news, 10 o'clock message, you say the same thing. And I want you to know that I appreciate that. But I will, however, say this. When you talk politics, man, I feel like that's where you kind of divide the people that really love you and that really look forward to hearing from you. I feel like that's where you kind of divide where we stand. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know, man. I feel like you should kind of stay out of that, man. I feel like you kind of let God handle that. You do what you do as a leader, and you know, don't separate, don't divide us. Just keep it going. And another thing, man, just the whole thing with Junior, man. I know he might be able to take it, and you know, he might be able to laugh with it. And I kind of personally think that it'd be a little bit too much, man, because at the end of the day, he might be able to laugh about it, but he is still going through something. Like, that's a battle that he keeps personally telling you that he's facing. I know he want to laugh about it, but I know at the end it still hurts. But hey, at the end of the day, man, if y'all family, y'all cool, we all cool, and I love y'all. And I just wanted to get that message through to you.
You know, man, first of all, I appreciate the call, and I do appreciate you most of all for respecting and honoring the fact that the first thing I do is to point out God and remind people of having a relationship with God and how important that is. That's a critical aspect as to who I have become as a person. So I appreciate you recognizing that, and I hope I can continue to inspire people and everything like that. The part about me and Junior is a comedian. Junior is a comedian. Junior has said some stuff about his own illness that has been pretty funny to me. We're not gonna stop riding, Junior. That ain't what we're doing over here. We're not gonna stop riding Tommy. They're not gonna stop riding me. You know, I hear everything they say about me when I ain't here. You know, I know how it go. But
who told you what we be saying?
You know, everybody. Your friend Paul.
Do he want to know about voting? Ask me this, do he want to know about voting, or he want to talk about the 6%? Which one?
Well, no, I want to talk about that. Now, as far as the voting go, I think you say stuff to divide us. Well, you know, we have a difference of opinion when it comes to voting, especially if you're voting for Trump versus Kamala Harris. It's going to be a difference. I'm not trying to divide you, brother. I'm trying to get you to see what we up against, the reality of what we up against. If you listen to me carefully, I'm really trying to uplift you because I know the truth about a lot of people, especially that are supposedly wealthy. You know, you have to be mindful of how they really are. So listen to me. You said you think I ought to stay out of it and let God handle it. God don't vote. We do. So now, it's that statement, you got to kind of think carefully, man. You know, faith without works is dead. That's a scripture. So if you want things to change in your life, you have to be willing to be a participant in the things that can bring about the change. So as far as us staying out of politics and letting God handle it, God handles it, but God has also given us the power of choice. And voting is one of the choices that we are afforded in this country. And so, no, we can't stay out of it. We have to get involved in it, because if we stay home, they're going to do what they want to do with us. People who say your vote don't count are people who don't vote. If you don't put yourself at the table, you can quit complaining about what's on the menu. So I can't stay out of politics, but I appreciate your call, brother. Keep your head up. And Junior is, we moving Junior to Arizona as soon as we can.
Coming up next, Nephew Tommy's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, what does she do that is so amazing? We'll get into that and find out what that's all about in just a few, because right now the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. Nephew, what you got for us?
I got it. This right here gonna be a good one. This is, everybody gets different deliveries, okay? Everybody does, but this is an exotic delivery. All right. Yeah, this is a little different right here. We're gonna get we're delivering an animal. How about that? Exotic delivery. Yeah. Yeah, there we go, Colin. Now you're talking. Let's go, cat dog.
I'm scared.
Exotic delivery.
Hello.
I am trying to reach Adrian.
Yeah, this is he. How can I help you?
How you doing? My name is Rashad. I'm with GPT, and we have a delivery for you. I'm going to be arriving probably in the next, about the next 90 minutes. Are you actually at the house, sir?
No, I'm not at home right now, but I mean, you can just go ahead and leave whatever it is. My wife and kids can probably get it when they're home from school. So
let me make sure I got the address right. Are you 38 North River Drive?
Yeah, that's my address.
Okay, so is anyone there right now at all?
No, nobody is home right now. I don't understand why you can't just leave the package there for us.
This has to be signed, and I have you on here as the handler for this delivery. So I definitely got to get quite a few signatures from you. I got about 5 or 6 pieces of paper, sheets that you need to sign off on. What time does your wife get there, sir?
She'll be there later. What do you mean? I'm a handler. Handling what? What are you delivering?
This is GPT, sir. This is global pet transport. We have 2 peacocks, we have a seal, and we have a baby kangaroo that we're dropping off today.
Okay, there's got to be some kind of mistake, right? We have a dog. That's it. We're not an animal sanctuary here. I don't understand what you're talking about. We didn't a kangaroo, a seal.
I mean, you're Adrian, correct?
Yeah, that's my name, man. But
okay, and you're 38 North River Drive.
Listen. Yes, that is accurate. But again, I'm not a handler. I'm not handling things. Okay.
Okay, so sir. Let me. If there is some confusion, your name is here. Your address is here. So I don't see where I have a problem. Everything I'm asking you're saying is correct, except now you're saying you don't want your delivery.
It's not my delivery, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is not. I didn't order a kangaroo. I didn't order these things. Okay.
A kangaroo, a seal, and 2 peacocks.
That doesn't even make sense, man. 2 peacocks? Whose order is this? This is not my order, man. You got my name.
Here's what we need to do. Will your wife be here? Be at the house within the next 90 minutes?
She might be, but what are you saying?
What I'm going to do is leave them here, leave them at your place, and you can call the company that shipped them, and you can figure out what went wrong or what not. But it is my to leave these animals there.
What's your name, brother? What's your name, brother?
My name is Rashad.
Rashad, let me tell you something right now, okay? You're not about to leave no animals at my house, okay? You're not leaving no peacocks. You're not leaving no kangaroos. You're not leaving no seals, okay? We're not having a petting zoo at my house. When I get to my house, Rashad, ain't no animals gonna be there, okay? Okay, you know what? Hold on a second. Okay, let me get my wife on the phone here, all right? Let me call my wife.
Well, hang on, sir. Okay? Listen, sir, I don't have time for you to reach out to your wife, for you to try to figure out what you're going to do about your kangaroo, your peacocks, your seal. I got to make this drop. I got to keep moving. I have other animals on the truck.
I don't give a about your other animals, okay? I'm going to call my wife. I'm going to see if she maybe ordered the damn kangaroo or the seal, okay? Because I know I didn't order all right? We're going to figure this out, okay? And she's not going to...
Okay, hey, sir, listen to me. Listen to me, sir. You can figure this out when you get home. Right now, I'm now about an hour out. I'm going to drop the animals. Okay. If there's something,
Rashad.
Sir, if it's not yours, somebody will come back tomorrow and pick them up.
What the you mean somebody gonna come back and pick them up tomorrow? I'm not going to have no seal in my house overnight. What the you think I am, huh? I ain't Mary Poppins, man. I ain't out here doing nothing with these animals like this. You're crazy, Rashad. Please. If there's a animal at my house when I arrive, so help me God.
So help you God what? You gonna have the animal's gonna be there when you get there, man. You're not finna, you slowing up my whole delivery, route today. Okay? I ain't got time for this.
I ain't got time for this either, man. I'm not f***ing Noah.
But why you order a kangaroo if you don't want it now?
If I didn't order the kangaroo, that's why I don't want the kangaroo, because I didn't order the kangaroo. Why don't you be telling me what the I ordered and what the I want, okay? This is the worst customer service in the world. I'm not even a customer of yours. You trying to tell me that I got a kangaroo, a peacock, and peacocks, plural.
You have two peacocks. You have two peacocks, sir.
This doesn't even make any sense, man. What the I'm going to do with those animals? Those animals
I don't know what you're going to do with them, but you're going to sign this paperwork, though. That's what you're going to do.
Are you out your mind if you thinking I'm signing that paperwork?
Hey, man, listen,
animals, man.
I don't want to whoop your ass at your house in front of your wife and kids behind some damn animals. I don't. But you're going to sign my paperwork.
I wish you would. I wish you would try to whip my ass in front of them. I'm about to show my kids what it looks like when a motherfucker show up and talks real reckless, okay? You showing up here with a damn caravan of animals like I'm in the this is ridiculous, okay? Huh? No, out of my face, man. This is ridiculous.
There's only one thing only one last thing I need to tell you, to be honest with you.
What is that?
The only thing I can tell you now, Adrian, is that I am Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife Bridget got me to prank phone call you.
Oh, man, you gotta be f***ing kidding me. Oh, man. Woo! Wow. Oh, this is...
You don't want the delivery, man? You don't want...
I don't want the kangaroo, man. Who the f*** orders a kangaroo? Who orders those animals together, man? You gotta be high out your mind to order those damn animals together.
All right, baby. Give it to me. What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land? Let me hear it, Adrian.
It's the Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby.
There you have it. Baby kangaroo getting delivered. Baby kangaroo. He ain't ordered one, but we dropping it off. That's all I'm saying. Or who you call for a kangaroo? I don't even know who you... Giraffe, kangaroo. Who you call for all these?
Call the Australian embassy.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Ostrich. If I want an ostrich, I can still call Australia.
Where are you going to keep these animals?
No, it's okay. You can call Ty.
Well, we ain't gonna keep him in Junior backyard because he ain't got no
Because they be contained.
We gotta keep my brother. All these animals you naming is still taller than you, though. I don't know how you gonna control them either. Kangaroo and ostrich. Forget my backyard. How you gonna tame them?
I can't tame them and you can't contain them. It's all right, Jack.
We both.
It's quite all right. All right, I got a new one on my belt right here. This is Ramley Matters. Winston-Salem. This is Winston-Salem official homecoming concert. Nephew Tommy is hosting. That will be with Anthony Hamilton and Monica. It is going down, y'all. It is at Winston-Salem. And that's going to be on November the 9th. Tickets are on sale right now. November the 9th. All right, that's homecoming. The nephew is hosting. It's going to be a concert that you don't want to forget. That's the latest thing added to my list. I already told y'all where I'm going next, though. That's going to be Sweetest Day Comedy Jam. That's Saturday, October the 19th. Bill Bellamy, Nephew Tommy, Mark Curry, Tommy Davidson, Lou Nell, and Tony Roberts in the building. Wintrust Arena, Chicago, Illinois. Tickets on sale right now.
All right, nephew. Thank you. Coming up next, it is my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, what does she do that is so amazing? We're going to try to find out right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's strawberry letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your strawberry letter to steveharveyfm.com and click submit strawberry letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, what does she do that is so amazing? Dear Stephen Shirley, my boyfriend is in love with his brother's wife, and he won't admit it. It started as a joke, but now it's starting to get under my skin. I met his brother the same night I met him. His brother had just started dating the lady he married. That was 4 years ago. They are married, but my boyfriend and I are not. My boyfriend idolizes his sister-in-law and compliments her when she's all dressed up, which is all of the time. Her hair is short and fly, and she has expensive purses and shoes. She called me last week and asked me if we could do a day of pampering together. We got manis and petties and had lunch at an upscale hotel before we went to an expensive store downtown to shop. I had only window shopped in this store before. We went straight to look at shoes. I don't have small feet, so I never thought of wearing an expensive pair of shoes. I ended up spending $800 on some red sole shoes. Woo! After shoes, we went on to the makeup counter, and I had to pay $75 for a lady to put makeup and lashes on me. My boyfriend's sister-in-law was cheering me on all the way. Before we left, I bought a super tight dress that was on sale, and it showed off my big booty. I was exhausted, but I was grateful, and I felt beautiful as I drove home. My boyfriend came over to check me out, and he said it's the most beautiful he's ever seen me. At that moment, my heart sank, and I was so hurt. Then he asked me if I'd ever cut my hair short like his sister-in-law. I am crushed, and he can't understand why. He said the day I spent with his sister-in-law was for my own good. I feel like he's trying to turn me into something I'm not. Am I wasting my time with him? Will I ever be as amazing as she is? Okay, you got to stop this. I mean, you got to stop this. Stop comparing yourself to this woman. She's who she is, and you are who you are. You will never be her. Get that out your mind, because you're you. Let that be enough, okay? If your man wants her, then that means he doesn't want you. I'm all for, doing things to make yourself more attractive, enhancing your beauty and all that. That's part of the fun of being a woman in the first place. But you should be enhancing your own beauty and enhancing, not trying to look like someone else. You have to be confident. You have to be comfortable in your own skin. You got to love you, love yourself. Don't worry about your man. Yeah, he compliments her and all of that. He's, and all of that, but it makes you feel some kind of way. That's because you don't feel good about yourself. But he's doing all this with his brother's wife of all people. Stop making him make you feel insecure. You said you felt beautiful as you drove home after your makeover. Don't lose that. Remember that feeling and how good it felt to you. As long as you love yourself and have confidence, I'm sure there's a good man. There are all kinds of men who will take the new you, but you have to do the work on yourself. It's a process. Okay, Steve.
Well, here's the problem in the letter. The problem to me in the letter isn't that she's comparing herself to this other woman. The problem in this letter is her boyfriend is comparing her to the other woman. That's what seems to be the problem to me. What does she do that's so amazing? Well, according to your boyfriend, everything you don't. See, that's the problem in this letter right here. You open the line with my boyfriend is in love with his brother's wife and won't admit it. Well, he ain't got to admit it. We got proof all through the damn letter. Now, and it's starting to get under your skin. And you met his brother the same night you met him. His brother had just started this lady and they are married. But you and your boyfriend are not. And then you say your boyfriend idolizes this woman, compliments her when she gets dressed up, which is all the time. Okay. Her hair is short and fly. She's expensive purses and shoes. Then last week, y'all got together and went out, had a girls' day. Y'all got manicures, pedicures, went to the hotel, did some pampering. Then y'all went downtown. Now, you said when you got downtown, you only window shopped in this particular store before, and y'all went straight in to look at shoes. Here where the letter started turning a little bit. I don't have small feet, so I never thought of wearing an expensive pair of shoes. Here we go. Let's pull up right here. Let's just deal with this for a minute. If you don't have small feet, that means you have big feet. So that's why you've never considered wearing an expensive pair of shoes. I've had a lot of cheap shoes on in my life. I'm not a woman, so I've never had to wear heels. The bigger your foot, the more money you need to spend on a shoe. They ain't gonna hold up. Them heels ain't gonna be able to take this pressure because you got this big foot jammed under them. You got to spend money. Don't ever say because you got big feet, you ain't want to buy an expensive pair of shoes. So you end up spending $800 on some red sole shoes. I understand that. That is high. It is high for a pair of shoes because I used to feel that way. First pair of shoes a dude gave me named Habib out of Dallas on Silhouette store. Bought me a pair of $750 alligator Morris, gave them to me as a birthday gift. I told him, I said, bruh, you wasting your time. I don't care how much money I make. I would never, ever spend $750 on a pair of shoes. I told him that. That was one of the biggest lies I've ever told.
Hang on, Steve. We'll have part 2 of your response.
Thank you, Jesus.
Coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, what does she do that is so amazing? We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, what does she do that is so amazing?
Well, the problem in this letter is this woman is being compared to this sister-in-law of her boyfriend, his brother's wife. And she is trying to compare them two. So they went out, they had a girls' day together, her and the sister-in-law. She admits the girl is fly, got short hair, always dressed up real nice. They went shopping, manicure, pedicure. They went to a store she only wanted to shop in. She says, I have large feet, so I've never thought about buying an expensive pair of shoes. I said, the bigger your feet, the more money you need to spend on them because you're putting a lot of pressure on their ass all day long. So you need to have some shoes that can hold up. I did not know you was going to go in here and buy yourself a pair of $800 red bottom shoes. I will admit that's a lot of money for a shoe. After shoes, we went to the makeup counter and I had to pay $75 for a lady to put makeup and lashes on me. Okay, that's the price. Me personally, I think you got off a little bit cheap because that's makeup and lashes. Ain't nobody putting their lashes on for that kind of money. So I think you got a good deal. But now you out, I don't know how much you out of. You out of $875 on paper. But that ain't including how much the mani and the pedi cost. I'm just talking about you about $1,000 a day. But then before we left, you bought a super tight dress that was on sale and it showed off my big booty. Now, here we go. We got two big things we're operating with. We got big feet and we got a big booty. You got to have big feet to hold up the big booty. I just told you a minute ago. You got a lot of weight on them little ass feet. What you can't have is big booty, big breasts, big everything, and then put some little bitty feet in there. You know, you gonna fall. You gonna fall. You gonna tip right over, or you can't see little feet. You go fall back on that big booty, or them big breasts gonna pull you down. You gotta have feet stretch out and create a balance. And I think you're fine. You thick, fine sister. I think that's what you need to ride with. You got them curves working, girl. Yeah, you got everything. You got something somebody like because he picked you. Now, the problem is your boyfriend came over and you were grateful and you felt beautiful driving home, right? Then your boyfriend came over to check you out. He said, it's the most beautiful he's ever seen me. Now, I don't think nothing wrong with that. You know, you just bought these expensive shoes. You normally wear cheap shoes. Now, you just said that. Now, you got them Christian Louboutins on and you've been wearing Pickway shoes. You know, you might have been down there trying to save money. You might even been a Rockport. I don't know where you been buying your shoes, But this man came over and complimented you. Instead of you taking it like a compliment, he said, at just the most beautiful he's ever seen you. At that moment, my heart sank. What? You done paid this lady for this makeup. You don't do your makeup like that. You got these eyelashes on. Obviously, you needed them on there because she put them on there at the damn store. So now, he didn't recognize you. He said, that's the most beautiful he's ever seen you. My heart sank and I was so hurt. Why? The man just paid you the ultimate compliment. Then he asked me, now here where he got stupid. Mm-hmm. Then he asked me, would I ever cut my hair short like his sister-in-law? That's where his dumb ass. See, dog, that's where you got dumb. And dudes, sometimes we just dumb. I'm so sorry, ladies. I apologize because this is dumb. I am crushed and he can't understand why. Because he's stupid. He said the day I spent with my sister-in-law was for your own good. I feel like he's trying to turn me into something I'm not. That's true. Am I wasting my time with him? Will I ever be as amazing as she is? Yeah, as soon as you cut your hair. See, it'll be all
according to him.
Yeah, that's yeah. See, will I ever be amazing as she is? Yes, just as soon as you cut your hair, because that's what he wants.
All right. It's
now, I think what you're gonna have to do is sit down and have a heart-to-heart. Listen, I am tired of you comparing me to her. I like her. We get along just fine. I think she is fly. I can't be that. I can't shop the way she shops. I can't afford that. And then, see, now if women did that, look at what she be buying her. She got her laid out. Look what you give me. Because obviously he ain't making the money his brother making. Now you'll find, sister, stop letting this man make you think you not, because he is enamored with somebody else. If you so enamored with somebody else, then go get you some. Go ahead and free yourself. My favorite friend, if you don't want me, don't talk to me. Ow. Go ahead and free yourself. That's one of my favorite songs. And that's what you may have to do. Because if he's stuck on her, then go find her. Because what you got is me. But that's what killed me about some men. What you get is her. What you want is her. What you got is her. See, it don't make no damn sense. Right. If he had the ability to get better, he would have better. But he don't. Remember that, sisters. If a man can do better than you, he would have.
All right. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. And check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good. You can download it today. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, we got Sports Talk with Junior right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
All right. Before we get to Sports Talk, Shirley, Unc, I just want to ask you something, Unc, and Tommy, just because the gentleman last hour just called in and said that y'all really riding me too hard on this sickle cell thing. I just want to ask, are y'all going to stop? Could y'all just...
Okay, prepare yourself. No, I'm not.
Okay, Tommy, you going?
I'm not going to stop doing anything to you, Junior.
Okay, cool. So
I'm
there you go.
Turn it up.
Thank you for your call. I appreciate
anything.
it. They're not going to stop, so neither will I. It's okay. It's all good. All right, here we go. We had 2 games on Monday night.
Well, let me ask you questions. You going to stop calling Tommy ugly?
Hell no. What for? Sick or healthy? I'm not going to do that. Don't matter that.
Are you going to promise not to call Tommy sick no more?
Oh, no. Let me tell you something. This is what I do for Tommy. He was talking about them animals, them exotic animals last hour. Okay. Winston Salem, get ready when Tommy come out there and he hop out that kangaroo pouch. Then what? He come out there. See, I ain't gonna stop either. So, dog, don't even call in here talking about they gonna let up on me. I ain't letting up either. That's it. We ain't doing it. So here we go. Monday Night Football, man. I know you probably would have picked this too. The Titans beat the Dolphins 31-12. Would you would have picked the Titans or the Dolphins?
Nope. Well, yeah, I would have because Tua's out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, and then the Seahawks fall to the Lions. I know this was your team, Detroit.
Hell yeah, I'm Detroit all year long, non-stop.
Rolling, baby.
Detroit. Yeah. And as we talked about earlier, we did lose Pete Rose, better known as Charlie Hustle. Man, let me just tell you, man, it's so crazy, man. He won't be inducted to the Hall of Fame because he is the all-time hits leader in Major League Baseball, and he's not in the Hall of Fame with 4,256 hits. That's Pete Rose.
Because they say he bet on baseball games.
Yeah, as a player.
His games, though, right?
But his games.
His own games.
Why would they ban him for that, because he a player?
Because they hypocritical.
It's illegal.
You know, you're not supposed to bet, but he did. But so what? You punished him, you banned him from baseball. You gonna keep him out the Hall of Fame for that? But Donald Trump can get in the White House with 34 felony convictions. Man, miss me with that mess. Man. That's just the most backwards.
And also, we lost to Kimmy Mutombo, man. He was a 4-time defensive player of the year. He led the league in blocks for 5 consecutive seasons.
God, huge loss.
Man, he's second only behind Akeem Olajuwon in blocks, man. 18 years. He played for the Atlanta Hawks, the Philadelphia 76ers, also the New Jersey Nets before they were the Brooklyn Nets, the New York Knicks, and the Houston Rockets, man. Dikembe, we miss you, man. And don't forget the finger wave. The finger wave will never go nowhere. He blocked that shot. You getting that finger wave.
On the commercial, he was killing them, though.
There you go, Shirley.
All right, Junior. All right. Thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, a man on social media needs your advice, Steve. He says, should I loan money to my girlfriend? We'll talk about it right after this.
Hell no.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, this is from Aaron on Steve Harvey. He says, my girlfriend of 2 years asked me to loan her $3,500 to help with some credit card debt. I love her and could easily lend her the money, but something about loaning her money makes me uncomfortable. I'm afraid it could change the dynamic of our relationship or cause resentment down the line. What should I do? Is it a bad idea to mix money and relationships? Should I just give her the money instead?
Well, it's like this, man. That was going to be my suggestion.
Give it to her.
If you don't want it to give her the money. And then let's have a real conversation. Do you see a future with this girl? If the answer is yes, then give her the money.
2 years.
See, and you must see a future with this girl. That's why you wrote the letter. But see, man, stop listening to all these young boys that's out here today. I'm not taking care of no woman. Do you understand, man, that as a man, we have 2 major credentials, requirements of as men: protection and provision. Those are the 2 things that every man is required as a part of being a man. Now, you will provide for a wife and a family one day. That's your job. That's a duty. But that's just like a woman bears children. They the only ones can do that. That's major, man. If you want a family and you go to a woman and you want kids, guess what? She's the manufacturer and producer of life, the only one. So now if that's her obligation and duty in the relationship, where yours at?
Teach him.
So you have to practice like you gonna play. Because if you want the woman to take care of you, you're gonna have to take care of a woman. And I got news for you. When you really get a good woman, you can't outgive her. I don't give a damn what you do. You can buy cars, swimming pools, houses. When they get in your corner and they do what they do, that only they know how to do, dog, that's when your life can take off. It's like this, man. I have a relationship with my wife. We have a real understanding here. And it took me a minute to get to this because I had been jacked up in previous relationships and I had some scars.
Baggage.
I build the empire. She got to take care of the empire.
Ooh.
Once I found out that that's what she was really about, it freed me up to get into the building business. But if you're going to build the empire, tend to the empire, manage the empire, watch the empire, orchestrate the empire and all this, and then watch all the money, it's going to take away from your time to build. So what you want to end up with is a woman with the potential to be a partner. So my simple question to you is, if you see a future with this woman, I think you do, just give her the money. Because loaning the money, you think it'll change the dynamics of the relationship. Loan or give, dog. Which one you want to do? Loan her the money if you don't see no future, and then mess your relationship up because you already think that's what's going to happen. Or if you see a relationship, give her the money.
Why is that, you think, such a hard concept to grasp nowadays?
A lot of young men are not being raised by fathers.
And
that's a sad dynamic. And that's not being taught as young men. I was very fortunate in that I had my father till I was 40. And he made it clear to me and my brothers, it's your job as a man to protect and provide. You may not be a good talker. You may not be a good listener. You might fail in communications. You might fail in nurturing. You might not know how to take care of them when they get sick. You might not, but your ass better be there to protect her and make sure she got what she needs. That's your job.
As a man.
Yes, sir.
What else you want to do? If a woman can make the baby, what do you got to make? You can't make a way? Man, please stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Yes. And start understanding that as men, it is our job to make a way.
Okay.
This thing ain't finna be even. Who told you that? You can't make a baby, so how it's gonna ever be even? Man, get out of here.
All right.
Yes,
we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, hundreds of people are confirmed to be dead from Hurricane Helene, but with thousands still missing, that number is expected to rise. Search teams are working to reach communities that have been completely cut off. Reports are coming out of North Carolina that some towns have been wiped off the map. Georgia's Governor Brian Kemp said Saturday that it looks like a bomb went off in parts of his state, and several communities in Florida were washed away. President Biden has issued emergency declarations for Florida, Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee. Meanwhile, the National Hurricane Center is closely watching other activity in the Atlantic and Caribbean. Go to redcross.org to help our neighbors in the Southeast. Wow, it was truly devastating in Georgia, in the Atlanta area for sure, in the Buckhead area, and so many areas around, the flooding and everything, power outages, all of that. I mean, you didn't even recognize it. Yeah, the city at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Asheville, North Carolina, they are completely, did you see the images on social media and on the news? They were completely cut off. It reminded me of Katrina.
In Asheville.
Yes, in Asheville. Yeah. It's horrible. And they said those mountain areas, those mountain remote areas, those people don't have anything, Steve.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
So if you want to help, please go to redcross.org. And coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather be stuck in an elevator with a chatty parrot, or would a mime that communicates only through interpretive dance?
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna be in that parrot. Yeah.
You gonna be with the parrot, Steve?
Yeah, I'm being there with the chatty parrot. He a bird. I can shut his ass up.
How?
Yeah. What are you gonna tell you how I'm gonna do it, but the bird gonna quit. The bird gonna be looking at me with concern.
Polly want a cracker.
Yeah, Polly gonna want to hold up. Polly gonna want off his elevator in a minute.
Yeah,
but I can't stand a mime though, dog. I can't stand that little white makeup, your hand, man. I can't stand mimes.
Really? What do you have against mimes? They're artists.
Man, why is you playing like you in this box for this long though?
But if you're in the elevator a long time, I mean, you know, we can't eat the parrot. I mean, we got something to eat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is. That's what
protein.
We cook a parrot.
Protein. Yeah.
Well, you gonna cook the parrot on the elevator?
Yeah, you have.
I don't know how I'm gonna cook it, but I'm
just got a lighter or grill in the elevator.
I'm gonna find a way to cook the parrot. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know.
All right. Would you rather get food poisoning 6 times a year, or always be followed by flies? Food poisoning 6 times a year.
That food poisoning, man. God, dog.
I can fan these flies.
We ain't doing it.
I gotta do these flies. I can
get a tail or something. We can get these flies off.
Yeah.
Tail?
You know, that little, horse tail that you can carry like a fan.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get me a can of Black Flag. I'm gonna see how long stay up in the air.
Flag.
Yes.
Not that food poisoning though.
No, not the food poisoning.
6 times.
No.
Yeah, 6 times a year. Yeah.
No.
All right.
This would you rather is really for you.
I'm not in this.
Home cooked meals.
Here's one. Would you rather undo your biggest mistake, or would you rather never make a mistake again?
Come on, Miss Universe.
God. That ain't even the big one. Good. That
What?
Was
Yeah. Remember you said that in the casino. Uncle was going through the casino, and the dude stopped you and said, "You really messed that up." She said, "Hey man, that ain't in my top 10."
What? Wait, there's more.
I do
Harvey
it in the
said
casino.
that to him
Man,
first.
Junior, remember that? Guy stopped me and said, "Man, you really messed up that Miss Universe moment." I said, "Bro, that was a horrible, that's the biggest mistake." I said, "Bro, let me tell you something. That ain't even in the top 10, though."
What?
And just kept on
I am
walking.
human after all.
Bruh, you just don't know what I know.
All right, guys.
That ain't even in the top 10, pimp.
That's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up at 49 minutes
Damn,
after,
you remember that.
we'll
Yeah,
close out the
right
show with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are, last break of the day, and we're ready for your closing remarks. What you got
Hey,
for us?
my closing remarks today was kind of spurred on by an email or a question.
Oh,
that
question.
Some young man had called in earlier, not called in, but written in, and wanted to know that he had a relationship with a woman for 2 years. He really loves her, and she asked him for $3,500. And he feels uncomfortable loaning her that kind of money because he thinks it'll affect the relationship. So at the end of the conversation, it was, should I loan her the money, but I think it'll affect our relationship, or should I give her the money? Which prompted me to thinking. And I don't know what he should do, but if he's serious about the woman, then you got to practice the way you're going to play. If this is your girl and you're going to have a life with her, I don't see the problem in helping her. Because why would you have a person in your life that you're not going to support and help? Whatever the financial burden it is. I'm not talking about the dollar amount, because $3,500 to some people is a huge amount of money, and I understand that. So I'm not talking about the dollar amount. I'm talking about the principle. If you have a plan of loving someone and spending a life with someone, you're going to have to help that person from time to time. And that person is going to have to help you from time to time. It's a give and take in a relationship. I don't understand how I'm hearing so much from young men today. Now, let me say this. I'm not a spokesperson for black people, but guess what? I am an expert at manhood. I know everything there is about manhood. You can't tell me nothing new about manhood. I'm 67. Now, you can tell me some different circumstances that I might not have dealt with before, but you can't tell me nothing about the principles of manhood. I was fortunate to have my father for 40 years. I was fortunate to have my grandfather until I was about 15. I was fortunate to still have Uncle Donald in my life and a couple other uncles. I was fortunate enough to have had my brothers my entire life. My oldest brother's passed. My youngest brother's 11 years older than me. I've been around men my whole life. I've seen examples of what manhood is. And let me tell you the truth of manhood. We are men. When you are men, that comes with something. Now, whether you want it or not, that ain't got nothing to do with the requirements of it. I was raised and taught that we have two things that is a must as a man: protection and provision. You have to do those two things. They are not debatable. It is not on the negotiation table. It is the core of who we are as men: protectors and providers. That's at the core of manhood. The number one principle of manhood that my father taught me was do what you say you gonna do. That's number one. Nothing else matters as a man, because everybody can respect you if they can count on you. Your children will respect you if you do what you say you're gonna do. If daddy say he gonna pick you up, daddy show up, he pick you up. Daddy say he gonna take you over here, daddy take you over there, you gonna respect your father. in your relationship with a woman. If you tell her what you're going to do and you do it, she will respect you for that. There is something that comes with manhood, and we are starting to lose it in this newer generation, and I can only attribute it to so many young men are being raised without their fathers active in their life. And that ain't your fault, young brothers, and I'm not coming down on you for it. But take it from somebody who had that in his life his entire time. There's something that comes with manhood. Protection and provision is it. I'm getting tired of hearing young brothers come on Instagram asking women all the time, what y'all bring to the table? Well, first of all, I don't know if nobody told you nothing, but it's your job to build the table. I'm sorry. Nobody told you that. It's your job to construct a table. Now, what she will bring to the table is if you are a man and you want a wife, she would bring that to the table. If you are a man and you want a family, she's going to bring that to the table. Now, that making a family is huge because women are the only producers and manufacturers of life. So if they can make a family, you trying to tell me you're not supposed to provide for it? Excuse me. It's a simple question. If this woman can come to this table and give you what you want, a daughter or a son that you get to name after you, to get to carry your family name on, you mean to tell me you don't think your obligation is to provide for her? That's where you're wrong, because it is. All this conversation about I ain't paying nothing for a woman. Billy, where did you get that from? Who told you this was 50-50? Who told you that you should go on every date and go Dutch? Who told you that? If a woman ain't worth a plate of food, how is she worth building a home with? I'm just trying to understand that. Young brothers, I'm not coming down on you. I'm just telling you what we are as men. The truth about manhood is this is who we need to be. Who you emulating, what you trying to be. We are men. You can't forget that. You don't get off the hook from that. We are men. I'm talking to heterosexual men. I have no conversation for nothing else. I don't know nothing about nothing else. But if you are a heterosexual man, your job is protection and provision, period. Now, don't misunderstand nothing I said. And I don't understand. Where we going? We need to get back to who God made us to be. Simple as that. We men, protection and provision. I'm not talking about your sexuality. I'm talking about protection and provision. That's what we do. Those are my closing remarks. Have a great day.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.